Hey guys, Nazumi here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're making sweet potato tortillas or flatbread or taco shells, whatever you like to call it. This right here is an addiction. It is so good, and I promise you, once you get your hands on it and once you know how to make this, the possibilities will be endless. Now peel your orange and purple fleshed potatoes. Whenever you get your hands on them, make sure you make this recipe because they don't grow all year round in Nigeria. Alright, get your Radiance cookware Dutch oven, add your potatoes in and salt with a little sea salt. Add your water and then boil these potatoes till they are nice and fork tender. Once your potatoes are soft enough to be pierced by a fork, it is time to strain. So from now on, we're going to work quickly because we want to use this while it's nice and hot. Okay, we want to mash it now that it's hot, but before we do, you're supposed to blend some rolled oats till they are coarse. You don't want a very smooth texture because that just gives the potatoes a nice texture. Now whilst the potatoes are still hot, mash them. You could use a fork or a potato masher. Mash them till they are nice and mashed, then add your oat flour. Just is about half a cup. Now what we're going to do now is add the flour in increments. Okay, don't add everything at once. Just add half a cup. Keep adding half a cup till you are satisfied with the consistency of the dough. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm using some cassava flour and I'm just adding it half cup at a time. See what I'm doing here? I'm using my fingers, I'm using my hands to just work the flour into the dough. Now you just keep doing that till you form a dough. Keep adding the flour. I think altogether I added about 1.5 cups of flour to this, and I had about 2 cups of potatoes. Now there's no recipe to this. This is just freestyle. When you see that your dough is sticky, just add a little more flour. If it's not, just use your discretion. There's really no hard and fast rule to this. You would know when it's okay to stop adding flour, and if you see that your dough is too hard, you can just add a drop of water and that should sort it. Okay, now cut your dough into small pieces like I'm doing here. There's really no hard and fast rule. Some people measure, but I really don't. I just eyeball it and cut it into small balls. Now it is time to roll your balls into till they're round. Just roll the balls with your hand. Like I said, freestyle. Okay, no measurements, just roll, cut and roll into a ball. And the reason I'm rolling is because just to make things easier when they get into the tortilla press. I'm using a cast iron griddle here, so I'm just going to preheat and spray with a non-stick spray. Be very careful when you preheat on very low heat. If you don't have a tortilla press, go ahead and get your rolling pin and some flour. Now get your tortilla press and get a Ziploc bag. Cut your Ziploc bag into 2 and just line your tortilla press with that Ziploc. You want to spray it before you add your dough because that just makes it very easy to release. Okay, this is the easiest thing ever. Since I got this tortilla press, I have made my meat pie dough with it. I pretty much make everything on this thing. It is 2 seconds, I'm not joking. Like you put your dough, just press it and voila. You have flattened dough instead of having to use your rolling pin to flatten out, adding flour, making sure it doesn't stick. This is the easiest thing to happen to my life. I'm not joking, you guys. This is so amazing. So repeat the process as usual. Spray your Ziploc bag. You could do it directly on the tortilla, but on the press, but it just makes it easier to clean. There's no mess. So cut open your Ziploc bag on both sides, put your dough and press. And it is just a very easy process from here on. Just make sure that you are checking the ones that are on fire, okay? So that you don't have stories that touch. They cook very quickly, so what you want to do is keep flipping till they are nicely cooked and then fold them while they are hot to form taco shells if you intend to use them for taco shells. Okay, so that's the purple one, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you that you can cook this on your enameled skillet as well. Radiance cookware enameled skillet. It is so easy. I'm repeating the process for my orange fleshed potatoes. And you guys, I'm not joking, this is the easiest, most amazing thing to happen to my dough life this year, this tortilla press. Where to get it? Amazon. You could also order on Radiance Cookware. Okay, repeat the process, spray as usual, and put your dough right in the middle, flatten it, and then just peel it off the ziploc. So easy, you guys. And then put it on your griddle as usual. Flip till they are nicely cooked. This doesn't take up to 2 minutes, and it's on low heat. Cast iron really retains a lot of heat, so you want to be careful. Make sure you watch it so that it doesn't burn. And there you have it, beautiful tortilla wraps or taco shells or flatbread, and you can use this for so many things. You can also freeze them. I make almost 100 at a time, and I freeze them in the freezer inside Ziploc bags, and they stay as fresh as anything when you bring them out. You could use them for little pizzas. You could use them for quesadillas, for tacos, in the morning with eggs. The possibilities are endless. Okay guys, make sure you try this recipe. All right, this is one of those small but mighty recipes, big nutrition, and you all know how much I love my colors, but this is so much fun for the kids. I needed to try it and let me know how it went. Okay, have an amazing year, and I love you guys. Mwah. Take care of yourselves.